interview of our esteemed leader from so all the formative years of our lives, really, Miss Rita. You were a part of, and so many generations of girls. And I know that in your mind you have shared in somewhere or the other what you felt a St. Andrew girl should be. Who should a person of excellence that you would consider being proud to have as a St. Andrew girl? Give us some characteristics that you think you tried to instill in all of us.
I would put first that I would like to feel that she was a committed Christian, because our school is a Christian school, and I think we have a lot of emphasis on that, and I would like to feel that she's a committed Christian. I think I like to see the development of self-control, and also I think to take pride in yourself and to respect yourself. I think it's important, as well as to respect others. Someone who has integrity, like peace so far as work is concerned, to do their best. You can't expect more than that. But people, those who do their best, usually succeed in what they want to do. It's difficult really to say what altogether, but I think we have developed people who are in important positions in Jamaica and abroad, who conduct themselves fairly, and are respected. People who demand respect. I think it's very important that so many of our girls have gone out and really helped to build our country and help in other countries too.
I think we did feel that. We felt dealt with fairly when we were good and when we were naughty. And we felt that it was important for us to feel, we felt something from you that made us want to have your respect. And I think that was interesting, because I was not a top student in math, for sure, despite Mrs. Brassington's coaxing me to a distinction in O levels. That was pretty much the end of my math excellence. But I never felt that was a lack. I felt like I could do well in the other things that I did well, and it was okay.
Yes.
And I think that what you just said shows in St. Andrew girls. Could you just think back to any particular favorite times that you had at the school? You told us about the challenging time during Gilbert. Any really fun times, any fun facts you want to share with us about your times at school?
A lot of it was fun, but even when it was fun, it could be stressful. So that, yes, I really enjoyed the house competitions. Sports day was a bit of a challenge, a little bit more than a challenge sometimes, because I do believe I closed down one sports day before the end.
I do remember that.
But it had become, unfortunately, it had become uncontrollable. But I enjoyed the sports. I enjoyed the competition. As a fun time, I really remember, and this was very early on, when we had a netball match between the staff and the girls. And Robin Oliphant, who was our one male person on, was there shooting goals because he was tall enough. That was a fun time.
Did you play?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
No. I stood on the sidelines, and I think I called out that things were um,
Who
out of.
Oh, you were
Yeah. Yeah.
who won, teachers or students?
I think I'm sure it was the students, but
Okay. So if you had to suggest, and we're not gonna tell Mrs. Reed if anything came from this came from me. I'm just joking. But if you had to say what priorities you would place on different aspects that would maybe bring St. Andrews girls into their excellence a little bit more in terms of maybe subject areas you'd like to add, particular extracurricular things. I mean, if there's anything you could think of that would improve our lot with the lot of the girls at the school. Do you have any
I don't.
suggestions?
I think that St. Andrews keeping its place and is providing what the girls need for today. I'd love to see a guide company there, but that's my own personal thing. And no, I really believe the school is really headed around the right lines and it's getting the leadership it needs.
Thank you, Miss Rita. I just want to know a few little things about you. What do you like? Ice cream? What is your favorite dessert?
Not very much a dessert person,
Okay.
but we usually have coffee ice cream.
Okay. Are you fond of any particular type of music?
Yes, I have some CDs, some semi-classical, some classical, some religious. I have a couple of CDs from Tess, and I love that music, and there's some Celtic. Partly because Asper's and
Right. Do you do any of the dances?
not really. I used to dance.
Okay. I see a fun fact we didn't know.
Mm.
You used to dance socially or
Yes.
in?
Yes,
Oh.
when I was at university. I had a boyfriend then who was very good at dancing, and we used to go to a lot of it.
Ballroom dances.
And I remember one college official dance, and they used to play various things, and then they played some calypso. And my friend said to me afterwards, you realize that we all cleared the floor and were watching you and Joan.
And
So
what
yes,
school
I
was
did.
that?
Mm?
That was your college?
I said college,
Or
but
which college was that?
Bedford College.
Okay. Fun facts. Any others?
Your favorite book?
Do you have a favorite author or book?
No, it's changed from time to time. But having moved now, I'm making friends with some of my books I read a long time ago.
Yes, so is mine.
I'm reading a Taylor Caldwell at the moment.
I really,
Elizabeth Gooch Taylor Caldwell would be among my favorites.
I was going to say, do you have a hobby that you still pursue? You mentioned,
And it?
yeah. What is your latest project? What have you made?
This one. Nearly finished.
Okay,
Wow.
lift it up so yeah, I can see it. Oh, that's a
Oh, it's a beautiful
color.
color too.
This was for one of my great grandnephews.
Oh,
Wow,
that's
beautiful.
lovely. Okay, and as usual, it is done excellently. It looks lovely. Well, thanks for sharing.
Miss Rito,
Miss Rita?
we often hear from Jamaica College boys, the current student, well, not current students, but the past students, their different experiences running in with you, whether on sports day, Coconut Park events, barbecues. Can you tell us how you feel about Jamaica College boys, particularly when they worked along with the sixth form girls with Sixth Formers Association events and activities. What are your thoughts?
That was great because they had a joint drama club, and I remember once I went to see what they were asked me to come and see what they were going to do, and it had been written by a JC boy, I think, and I did not like the language, and I said no, and they said, well, we'll think about it, and two of them came back, and they said, can you do a play about what just happened? I said, what? They want to do a play about what just happened, and they did. And Michelle, forget her surname at the moment, we've kept in touch, and she's a doctor. She played the part of me, let me tell you. I sat in the audience and shrieked with laughter. It was so funny, but it was so good, you know, that they accepted my no, and they went ahead with something, and they got an excellent review on it. But when they worked together in clubs, I thought it was great. When they climbed over the fence and interrupted our sports day, it wasn't good.
And we all learned that there was a time to say no, and there's a time, and appropriate is.
And the ones that came in to look for their cousin, whose name they didn't know.
Yeah. Boys will be boys, right? And you kept them in control.
I tried.
Miss Rita, it was a wonderful time talking with you. I'm so
I've
glad we
enjoyed it.
connected again. And now the whole of the Emory James Museum attendees will get a chance to hear some of your stories and a little bit of your history and the challenges. Thanks very much.
I've enjoyed it. Thank you.